the whole idea behind the benefit single is not to take an existing Queen song and change the lyrics, as I suspect a lot of people thought when the original idea was proposed. Carrie set up a group on a social networking site to try and come up with ideas for raising funds for the fan club, and I suggested the idea of a benefit single. There's been badges, there's been adventure weekends, there's been concerts, there's been all kinds of offers have come through. Producing flyers to hand out at, you know, if a Queen tribute band is playing somewhere. Writing to your local newspapers. Yeah, handing out flyers and things like that. And with Queen being with a new record label, who knows the promotion that might bring as well. But the idea of doing a fan club single was just the idea of getting a group of fans together who all have the same common purpose. It didn't matter whether you were a great singer or not. I mean, I can hold a tune and that's about it. But it was all about collaborating on a common goal. So a few of myself, Charlie and Lynette, we sat down and we asked people on this group wall, if such a single were to exist, what would you want to include in the lyrics? And the one word that came up, Carrie, what was it?
Vodka.
Yeah, leave it to the Vodka Queen to suggest that one. So we've actually included that as the first line in one of the choruses. And it's all about stuff you'd see at the convention, and no other place in the world you can do that.
I mean, you can have so much fun. I mean, not just at the conventions, other events that go on, but I mean, the conventions that I've been to since 2006 up until now, the last one was in March of this year, I've had such a laugh.
Did you join the same year as me, going 2006?
I did, yeah. I mean, I've been a fan for longer than that, but I only sort of got wind of the fan club and everything through. I actually saw Brian and Roger perform at the Hall of Fame in 2004, which was before their 2005 tour. And I sort of went online, I was like, you know, Queen fan club, and I found it there and then. Joined it that year, and it's been brilliant ever since. I've had so many experiences, and my friends, it's just, we're all actually one big family. That's what I've noticed about Queen fans.
A lot of people, when you try to explain this to them, will be very sceptical, but you have to, it is one of those you have to be there moments. You have to experience being at a Queen convention to understand what a family it is. And the only thing I would say is don't fall into the same trap that I did and be intimidated to speak to either Jackie Smith or Jim Jenkins because of who they are. I was
Jackie's lovely.
I was terrified to speak to Jackie the first few times I spoke to her at the convention, but now I just go up like, how you doing? You know, and it's amazing to think that these people who've worked with your heroes for so many years are so approachable and so accommodating. And the good thing is you can be yourself, and that is what we always promote to people when we're talking about the fan club. You can be yourself no matter how fanboy or fangirl you are about Queen, because we've got a new friend who's 18 years old who is obsessed with Roger Taylor. Absolutely obsessed. Healthy obsession,
she can
but
join
obsessed.
The Roger Girls.
Yeah, that's another thing. What other fan club would you be able to see a video come on, one of Roger Taylor's solo singles, Strange Frontier, and have a group of girls of varying age chanting Roger is a sex god? Where else can you see that going on aside from a normal Queen concert?
They called themselves Roger's Extension one year. Because when they did one of the convention videos, the welcome videos, and Jackie said, "Oh, I filmed Roger doing his video in his new extension." So of course these Roger girls then called themselves Roger's Extension. So it's a bit.
What about the team? He no longer looks after the conventions. Neil Cameron has taken his place, top bloke Neil Cameron, at Arena. But we had a guy called Keith Harris who looked after the conventions for a great number of years. He's a really solid guy. And there was one team who would suspiciously win the non-Queen related quiz every year. I think it's something to do with their name. What were they called? The Keith Harris Appreciation Society.
Yeah, may have had something to do with it.
But the good thing is, not everything that occurs at a Queen convention is Queen related. We have pool competitions, darts competitions.
There's the alternative disco as well, where you can hear actually, you know, funnily enough, you can
hear
music other than Queen.
That was introduced this year, wasn't it?
As well.
Yeah, it was people covering Queen songs, but other artists as well. So you get from the good to the bad to the downright confusing. So you have Elaine Page, Rolf Harris, Jedward. you can judge for yourself which categories they fall into. I know which one I'd put them in, but there's also a tug of war which has happened on several years, which Carrie has been on the winning team of.
They didn't have it this year because the ballroom wasn't big enough.
There's also been It's a Knockout in previous years as well, which has nothing to do with Queen, but it's a good bit of fun. But with the dreaded H&S around these days, health and safety, you probably couldn't get away with that.
They've stopped doing it now. I think so many people got injured.
But there's other things as well. There's an arts and crafts centre. There's a collection centre.
The marketplace.
There's a swimming pool. There's the
a
marketplace. Pool? There has been at previous events.
I didn't know. I'm always in the bar. I don't know what's outside.
Well, there'll be one at Coventry tomorrow.
Oh, but yeah.
But that's the thing. You can take it upon yourselves to organise your own events, or you can attend your own Queen events. But the fan club is in dire need of support, and with Queen's 40th anniversary and all the flurry of activities that will bring, there has never been a more opportune time to join. And with the milestones that the fan club is due to achieve very soon, Jackie's 30th in 2012, the fan club's 40th in 2013. There has never been a better time to join, and as far as we're concerned, there is no greater place in the world to be than the Queen Fan Club, because everybody accepts each other, everybody comes together as one big collective, and because we only meet at certain points during the year, it makes the gatherings all the more special.
Yeah, it does.
And to think that if it wasn't for 4 guys in London, this whole thing would never have come across. So if you're a Queen fan, no matter how big, how dedicated you are, then let me just say in closing, join the fan club. The address details are at the bottom of your screen, and well, they're not there yet, but by the time this video is edited, they will be. So I'm just going to do the bullseye thing, you know, check it with Bully. www.queenworld.com. That's the address that you'll need to register with the fan club. All the contact details are there, and we hope to see you at future Queen events soon. Thank you.